Prescott City Councilman Steve Blair will not resign. The councilman told a gathering throng of supporters in downtown Prescott,
I have absolutely no intention to voluntarily step down from this council seat
in what had been billed as a news conference, but in reality turned out to be only the public reading of a prepared statement. Councilman Blair responded to those who accused him of making remarks some interpreted as racist. Those comments had to do with a mural painted on a wall of the Miller Valley Elementary School. Councilman Blair told the downtown crowd,
the mural is a big change for a historic red brick building so many of us enjoy over the years. That, along with the skill of the boy, central to the art, is startling at first blush. That was my mistake. Instead of jumping to conclusions before I made the comments about the mural at all, I should have come down to speak with the artist, find out for myself what the mural meant and what it was all about, because I still don't believe the community knows what it was all about. For the record, nobody has come to me once to say, hey, Steve, let us explain the mural to you and what it means with the designer and the artist intended. That might have helped educate me in what I obviously needed to know to help prevent such notoriety that we've had in this community. Instead, others have made assumptions and jumped to conclusions on their own. They assume because I asked the question that I was a racist and a bigot. They assumed that because the mural committee at Miller Valley School wanted to have the faces brightened. Nobody ever asked to have the ethnicity changed. It was due to the question that I asked.
In his prepared statement, Councilman Blair went on to denounce his political nemesis, former Prescott Mayor Jack Wilson. And Blair said his remarks concerning the mural did not represent anything official.
I also want to reiterate, I speak as a private citizen. My comments regarding the mural do not reflect my position in the city in any way, and the city has nothing to do with this.
Blair's verbal statement lasted 6 minutes. He did not take questions afterward. One woman who tried to ask questions as Blair started walking away was quickly blocked by Blair's supporters when she sounded critical of the explanations the councilman had just offered. Blair spoke without a podium or a microphone while standing in the middle of the vacant lot on the southeast corner of Goodwin and Montezuma. He had planned to speak from the north steps of the Yavapai County Courthouse, but was not allowed to do so since a permit had not been obtained in advance. About 200 Blair supporters, several with homemade signs, were on hand while only a handful of dissenters turned out. However, opponents of the councilman's have said they will demonstrate at 3 o'clock this afternoon at or near City Hall as today's council meeting gets underway. In addition to Steve Blair, at least 3 members of Prescott City Council were spotted in the crowd that attended the event in the vacant lot. However, the 3 were widely separated, and it is not known if there were actually 4 members of council present at the same place at the same time. If so, that would have constituted a quorum and would have required a 24-hour advance public notice. Since the movements of the council members could not be substantiated, and there is no evidence 4 were actually there at the same moment, there was no apparent violation of the law. The chairwoman of the Yavapai County Republican Party gives a vote of confidence to Prescott City Councilman Steve Blair. Jan Smith told the News 1490,
Mr. Blair has every right to speak a personal opinion, and it's my understanding that when he said it, he did introduce it as being his own personal opinion. And my personal feeling is very directly involved with the Constitution of the United States. We do have the freedom to speak. And I think that in his expressing what he did, he was using his First Amendment rights. And I applaud him for that.
By none of what you've said, you don't mean to tell everyone that you would endorse racist comments of any kind, and therefore I presume that you did not perceive Mr. Blair's comments to be racist in nature.
I did not. Absolutely did not. He was expressing an opinion about the mural and its location, its artistic values, and I question them also.
So you personally, and does the Republican Party, since Mr. Blair is a member of the Yavapai County Republican Party, the U.S. spokeswoman for the party, and Jan Smith personally support Steve Blair?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Anytime someone wants to speak up in their own personal opinions, I applaud it, and I think that anybody that believes in the Constitution would agree with me. I think it's been blown out of totally away from what the whole thing's about. And when I look at the mural personally, I'm rather appalled because I think it was a beautiful, beautiful building. The expression by the artist is obviously they have the right to express their own opinion, but I think that I consider the school historic, although it's not certified or bona fide as a historical site. But it's a beautiful building on its own, and I think it should have been left intact.
That was Yavapai County GOP Chairwoman Jan Smith. Reporting for the News 1490, I'm Don Steele.